come from east and west and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. Were Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob faithful? Were they faithful Israelites? Did they look forward to the Messiah? Jesus said, Abraham saw my day and what? Rejoiced. John 8 verse 56. These all saw the Messiah coming in the future. They accepted Jesus Christ in promise. So it says once again, and I say to you that many will come from east and west and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the sons of the kingdom, who are those? The sons of the kingdom. The literal Jews. The sons of the kingdom that reject Jesus, incidentally, will be cast out into outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. How many tables are there going to be in the kingdom? How many banquet tables? One for the Jews and the other one on the other side of town for the Gentiles. Absolutely not. One table composed of Jews and Gentiles. Next point. Jesus Christ has only one spiritual temple. Notice what we find in Ephesians 2, 19 to 22. Ephesians 2, 19 through 22. Here the Apostle Paul says, Now therefore, you are no longer strangers and foreigners. Speaking about the Gentiles very clearly. Now therefore, you are no longer strangers and foreigners. But what? Fellow citizens with the saints and members of the household of God. Does that sound like they're a separable people? Absolutely not. So he says, now therefore you are no longer strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and members of the household of God. Having been built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets. Is that Old and New Testament? Apostles and prophets? Yes, upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being what? The chief cornerstone. What determines whether you belong to the temple, to the one temple or not? Whether you're built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Old, New Testament, but the chief cornerstone that you build on is whom? Jesus Christ. Now notice what it continues saying. In whom the whole building, that is the temple, being joined together, grows into a what? A holy temple in the Lord. In whom you also, he's speaking to the Gentiles, in whom you also are being built together for a dwelling place of God in the Spirit. How many temples does Jesus have? He has one temple with foundations from Old and New Testament, apostles and prophets. Jesus Christ is the chief cornerstone of the one temple. And the temple is composed of Jews and Gentiles. So by the way, when prophecy says that the Antichrist is going to sit in the temple of God, showing himself to be God, what temple is that talking about? Is that talking about the literal Jewish temple over in the Middle East where a nasty individual is going to sit after the rapture of the church? Never does the Apostle Paul use the word temple in that sense. You see, this is a spiritual temple with spiritual foundations, of spiritual chief cornerstone and spiritual stones built up upon the foundation, as 1 Peter chapter 2 says. The next point that I would like to make is that the redeemed from every nation, kindred, tongue, and people will sing only one song. You say, what's that? You mean to say that the Jews aren't going to sing the song of Moses and the redeemed at the end are going to sing the song of the Lamb? Go with me to Revelation chapter 15, verses 3 and 4. Revelation 15, 3 and 4. Speaking about the redeemed, it says they sing the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb, saying,